Roberto Carlos hooked into the penalty area towards Zidane.
Nani.
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero!
Hello, good morning. Savva here from Football Heritage TV. I thought this morning I would bring on the face of Football Heritage TV. Here he is. This is Frank, the one behind the looks. This is the looks. This is the face of Football Heritage TV. He's very shy, but he just wanted to say hello to everyone, and he wanted to apologise for his daddy being 15 minutes late, didn't we? So this is Frank. Good morning to you all. Frank is here. Savva is here. And Stewie is asleep in his basket. But good morning to absolutely each and every one of you. First of all, apologies. Yesterday wasn't my finest hour. I was just feeling very, very frustrated by certain things that had happened in the last 24 hours with trolls. And that's my bad. I need to learn to control that. So apologies. It's match day. Hey, it's match day. We're playing La Liga champions Barcelona tonight. We will have a live watch along starting at 5:30 for a 7 p.m. kickoff. 5:30, we'll have some footy chat for half an hour at 5:30. Then at 6 o'clock, the teams will be announced. And then we can all moan and bitch and get all upset about the 11 that we don't like or do like or whatever it is. How are we? How are we, everybody? Let's see. There's loads of people in the chat. Thank you to those who helped me last night get past the 8,800 mark. I was desperately trying to get to that 9,000. So if anyone would like to subscribe, please do. And you know the rules. Smash the likes on your way in. 53 likes. There's 230 of you in here at the moment. I'm sure that we will grow that to more. But good morning to each and every one of you. Obviously, the news from yesterday, a third Harry Kane bid rejected. Lots of rumours that they'll come back in for a fourth bid. Rumours that they won't come in, that they'll look at other targets such as Vlahovic and Muani, and maybe they might even look at a gift Orban. We'll see, right? We'll see how it goes. An emotional bunch, Spurs fans, aren't we? We really are an emotional bunch. Honestly, I truly would think the way people talk that we will get relegated if Harry Kane leaves. It's actually funny. It's very, very funny. Away from Harry Kane, reports will not go away about Clement Longley. They will not go away about Laporte, about Tosin Adarabioyo. Nelson of Galatasaray is mentioned every time Galatasaray try and buy one of our players. I think they looked at Sanchez, they looked at the Celso, they looked at Ndombele. Who else have we got? Gift Orban. Depending on who you believe, it looks like Gift Orban is joining Tottenham. Apologies, I've got hay fever. It's hitting me really bad now. Let's have a look. Should we have a look? See who's in the chat. Big up to every one of you. We've got Kevin Burton in the chat. Sorry, no, going well back. Sorry, that's Paul. It's a concern for you last night, mate. No, listen, I was just a bit frustrated. It does take its toll after a while. I think the thing for me, Paul, is I like to pride myself on the fact that I don't just ignore comments. Like I try and read out as many comments as possible. Some YouTubers will only read out super chats. So I think that's where I get frustrated because I try my best on that front and still get so much stick. It's almost like the more I interact, the more stick. So I'll have to curb that and just try slightly mold the way I am. But thank you anyway. Craig Henshaw, good morning. Good morning to Hennessy as well. Hope you're well, my friend. Lots of channel members in here today. Paul already, Hennessy already, Tigera, a single parent. Big up to you. Thank you very much for always being there. Just a girl who loves Spurs is also a channel member. Morning, Savva. Morning, everyone. Hope you're all well this morning. Yeah, match day. It's match day, Kate. We've got to be all right. Let me get this in before I talk about who else is in the chat. What are we expecting today? Are we expecting a complete different 11 to the other day? I am. I'm expecting. Here's what I'm expecting. we can see on the watch along, hopefully most of you will be joining me for the watch along later. We can see from the watch along whether or not I am anywhere near right. Okay, let's think about this logically. I think we're going to go, I still think we'll go with Vicario in goal, if not Whiteman. I think it will be, where are we? I think it will be Ben Davies at left back. I don't know if Van der Ven's going to start. Let's assume Van der Ven doesn't play. Ben Davies at left back. I think it will be Tanganga and Dyer at centre back. And I think right back will be Pedro Porro. I think the midfield three will be Skip, Basuma and Lo Celso. And then I think the front three will be Solomon, Richarlison and Perisic. There's my 11. And not the 11 I would pick, but I think the 11 he will pick because of the game only being 48 hours ago. Let me know what you think to that team. Felt bad for you yesterday, Sav. No, don't worry, Sue. Don't you worry. Don't worry about me. I'm always all right. I'm all right. El Dante said, good morning, Sav. I hope you're good. Ignore the trolls. I will, my friend. There'll always be haters. Tell you what renews my faith in people is yesterday I got loads of people messaging me on Instagram and stuff saying, look, ignore the trolls, keep doing what Al Dante said, and any trolls, please go away if your only intention is to harass. Yeah, look, football talk all day long, but as soon as people start trolling, it does get annoying. Dan has said, morning all, Sky Sports have just reported that talks between Munich and Spurs have continued. Well, here we go again. The saga continues. Did we expect anything different? Did we really? I'm just checking for Bicho Romano to see if he said anything this morning. There's a photo of Edson Alvarez flying over to West Ham. Good signing, by the way. That's a good player for anyone that's not seen Edson Alvarez. What else has he said? Understand Al Hilal of a proposal for Marco Verratti. Not a lot this morning to talk about. Morata, new contract at Atletico. Not really anything, to be honest, not really anything newsworthy. But look, with regards to this, would Harry Kane have played anyway? No, but should he have been in the squad? You would think so. Finn has come back and said Kane wasn't going to line up anyway. We're going to have this, unfortunately, guys, if he stays, we're going to have this all up until he signs a new contract or leaves. Kevin has said a reason for vitriolic trolls here, Savva, maybe that on some channels, indirect references are being made that your channel is spreading toxicity by building a case for selling Kane. I don't care what those channels say about me. I don't care who you're referring to. I'm building a case for selling Kane so that we don't go without any money when he goes. I don't think that's unreasonable. Kevin, if people can't understand what I've said, then I can't help them. I've said many times, all my viewers and members will hear what I've said many times. Sign the contract. Sign a contract, all this goes away. So if people want to think I'm vitriolic, if people want to think that I'm building a toxic case for selling Kane, then I think they're toxic for wanting him to leave on a free. It works both ways. But I don't know who you're talking about. I don't care. I don't care what any other channel says about me. All right. I really don't care. I'm working with the people I need to work with. That's all that counts. I'm working with Sean. I'm working with Henry. I'm working with Rant. I'm working with Lee Gunner. I'm working with Saeed. I'm working with Never a Foul. I'm working with some really good people. So what these channels who I don't care about say about me, out there, mate. And if they've got a problem, they can pick up the phone and call me, can't they? And be real men about it. Martin said, morning, Savva. How can you be late, mate? I've been to work and still on time. So sorry, mate. So sorry. I had a few bits to do. Billy Wilson, Neil has said, morning, Savva. Lee McQueen was talking nonsense on Sky again last night. Listen, they're not going to get people like me on. They're not going to, because I don't just say everything's wonderful. So, Billy, they're not going to get me on. Lee McQueen talks. Listen, I've got nothing against Lee McQueen, but Lee McQueen would have you thinking that we're a treble-winning club every season, that we only sign world-class players. He can't quite bring himself to tell the truth, can he? Aaron said, are we feeling positive for tonight? I know there are a few holes that need plugging, but we might get a better indication on who's going to start. I feel like it might be the opposite, Aaron. I don't feel like we're going to get an indication because the game is 48 hours since we last played. I think that had this game have come kind of on its own, so to speak, and not 48 hours after, we might have seen the best 11. I'm not sure we will tonight. I might be wrong. I just don't think he's going to start the team 48 hours after the last game. Daniel Borden has said, morning all. Good morning to you, Daniel. Hope you are well, my friend. Sue is bored of the Harry Kane business. Sod it now. What will be, will be. Sue, completely agree with you. That's why I want him to either sign or leave. It's nice and simple. Tigaro said, El Dente as good as long-suffering Spurs fan can be. Big up to all you long-suffering Spurs fans, everybody. Big up to Spurs Psych. Good morning to you. Good morning to you as well. El Dante, absolutely. Please like and subscribe. Let's make today a good day. Forget for me, forget for my channel. Let's make it a good day to be a Spurs supporter, shall we? There's so many of you. I won't be able to get to everyone. Good morning, Savva and Neo. Good morning to you. Good morning, Andy Grant. The Chris Master. Good morning to all yids all over the place. Not very fast. You don't need to be fast when you've got that. Put him next to a Van der Ven and Romero. You've got know-how and nous. That's the difference. That's why he does it for Spain. And that's why he's been doing it for years for Man City. Score prediction, guys. I was going to go for this a bit later, but go for it. Anyone who wants to put their score prediction in. Paul Hancock has said, all this talk of Laporte. Listen, Paul is telling us, listen, if you can get that done, you literally do whatever it takes. He transforms Spurs defensively. You can become a serious outfit overnight. I agree. This is, again, as I've said, I don't think he will come. But if Spurs go and get that done, that's a good signing. That's a top signing. If Spurs go and get this done, Paul, I start going, okay, Levy, this is how we roll. This is what we're meant to do. Can they get it done? Will they get it done? I'm not sure. I can't remember the last time we went and made a signing of this magnitude, but we will see. El Dante has said, Laporte is excellent. Top player and Premier League experience, and of winning so would be a great signing. I completely agree. There were still people trying to tell me last night that he wouldn't get into this team. I mean, you just gotta laugh. And this is how far behind I am. I'm going to skip forward in a minute. Big up, Mia. Thank you for your message last night as well. Much appreciated. It was really nice to read some nice stuff. Big up, Jonas. Yeah, the Frenchie. He has his moment and he goes and he'll do whatever he does now until I take him out when this finishes. Yeah, I love that dog as well. Yes, Frank is definitely carrying the looks in the family for sure. Tigaro, single parent Furia said Laporte and Sangare would cost us a minimum of 62 million. As I said, Tigaro, for all the people that call me negative, I've actually come out. You've heard me say this a million times. Get in a Laporte, get in Sangare as well. I think we finished top 4. That's how crazy this is for people that call me negative. Get those two in. I think we finished top 4. Hey, it is what it is. Shane O'Neill. So I find listening to last word on Spurs criticising the Levy and in-out movement while agreeing with everything about the club only being focused on money and taking fans for a ride. Fence sitters. Yeah. Listen, it is what it is. As I said, I like Ricky. He's a really nice guy. He's done brilliantly with his channel. But I'm just waiting for someone on that channel to actually turn around and say, Levy and Enoch out. Good morning to Pete Shaw as well. Good morning. Frank makes up for my lateness. Apologies. Apologies. Bear with me 1 second, my friend. Sorry, it appears that my wife's is single-handedly sponsoring Amazon with the number of deliveries that come to this household every day. Can't remember the last time I ordered anything. I do apologize. I just run up and down the stairs and I'm very unfit. well, not that unfit, but hey, it is what it is. Harlan has said, good morning, Savva. Excited for tonight. Listen, love seeing us play. Love seeing this style of football. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it tonight. Be interesting to see what happens. How strong are Barcelona going to go? How strong are we going to go? Barcelona's season, by the way, for people that are asking, if I'm not wrong, doesn't La Liga normally start 1 week after the Premier League? Relax. J611, thank you very much, mate. I said you've built a great platform, Savva, far better than others. Listen, I'm not here to, I know a lot of people come into my comments, right? Not you. And they want to try and pit me against other Spurs YouTubers. For me, I've got no interest in that. I work with who I work with. I work with the people I like to content with. And I'm quite happy with what I've built so far. But hey, we are moving. We are there now. We are, look how close we are to the 9,000. 8,810. It's gone absolutely mental. So thank you very much to everyone for their support. Big up, Peter. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well in your life. Said, morning, Savva. Having difficulty getting in a stream. I'm looking forward to this season compared to last. Mate, absolutely, I'm looking forward to this season rather than last. Absolutely. El Dante said, your interaction with us all is a big part of this channel and makes it just feel like an all-round Spurs channel, which is good. Yeah. Look, always going to get it because I'm not biased, because I don't just think everything is wonderful at Spurs or at any club. I get in trouble with the Spurs fan base. It's fine. It is what it is. But you know what? If Spurs packed up and won a football club, I'm still a football fan, right? Hey, it is what it is. Good morning to you, Nandakapan. Nandakapan. Sorry if I've butchered your name there. Good morning to you, my friend. A lot of the main squad is not travelling to Barcelona, so we may see Ashley Phillips. Be interesting, wouldn't it, if we saw Ashley Phillips and Van der Ven? Anyone know if Van der Ven has travelled? When are they travelling? I would definitely do this. I would definitely get this man as many minutes as possible. Yeah, silverware. We're good at silverware in pre-season, aren't we? We're the pre-season silverware champions. So let's see. Vic, thank you very much, Paul. I really appreciate your support. Billy, sorry, said apparently Kane ain't traveling. Yeah, I think a lot are traveling. I think a lot aren't traveling, but I'd love to see an official list of who has traveled. Sorry, yes. Sorry, I meant Austin. Sorry, yeah, Whiteman's injured. Look, I'm all for giving the youngsters a game and the reserves a game, but I do think when you're trying to bed in a new goalkeeper, you've got to give him as many minutes between the sticks as possible, right? Right. Okay. So Van der Ven has not travelled. Okay. Well, it looks like the first time we might see him will be in the Premier League. Let's have a look. Right. Hang on. I'm miles behind. Good morning, Eamon Burns. I'm absolutely miles behind. I'm going to quickly try. Terrier said, Savva, my 11 for Man United. For Man United. Okay. Vicario, Royal, Romero, Laporte, VDV, Basuma, Madison, Adoji, Orban, Kane, Solomon. I mean, Adoji going into the midfields? Interesting. I mean, look, it's a good 11, isn't it? It's a really good 11. Nothing wrong with being an optimist. Nothing wrong with it. Good clubs will go and make these sort of things happen. DJ R90 said, we're selling West Ham at Tomine Maguire, I hope. I think great business for both clubs. United don't need them. West Ham do need them. I think that's a great for both clubs. I agree. Great business. Selling Rice for 105 and picking up Alvarez for, what is it, 40, 45, whatever it is. That is fantastic business. Well done, West Ham, on that front. Big up Jim as a Savva. That's what we love, the football talk, and that's what you're best at. VDV and Valise signed today. Some good news. Absolutely. Now we've got to kick on. We've really got to kick on from that. Morning to East London Goon. I hope you are well, my friend. Nick Collison has said, I love Nick. I absolutely love Nick. One of my favourite people has said, at Football Heritage TV, and you get some fun and delusion from me. Yes, the Emerson Royal fan club does reside in Nick's house. One of his bedrooms is just a shrine to Emerson Royal videos of him flipping back to his feet, apparently. Zoe, big up to you, has said it's worth keeping an eye on the Kyle Walker to Bayern deal. Can see them a bit interlinked. I tell you what, wouldn't it be great if we took Kyle Walker back for a couple of years? Still, I can't think of many right backs in the world better than Kyle Walker. Do you know what I mean? I imagine his pace playing this high line. Imagine that. Hey, now you're talking. Buzz, I'm a little bit concerned about our right back options. I think we need someone a little quicker for the Postecoglou system. I think Emerson is an ideal backup. I said this the other day. I really worry. A lot of the fan base seem to convince themselves that Royal is a really good defender and right back. I can't quite get with that, I'm afraid. I just don't think he's that great at all. 135 likes, 415 of you in here. Smash that like button, people, and keep subscribing if anyone hasn't. Let's get to at least 8,820. We can do that, right? Can we get to 8,820 in the next hour or so? We can. 10 of you, right? We can do that. And then don't forget to join me live tonight, 5:30, right the way through until 9 o'clock for the Spurs Barcelona watch along. We'll have some let me start that again. Some pre-game chat is what I was going to say. Wow. Savva, sort it out, mate. I believe we're waiting for the official videos today. Is that right? I believe we're waiting for the official videos from the club today. I've not seen anything released, but the deals are done. Here we go. So Fabrizio Romano has just said, understand that Man City, here you go, let's bring this up. It's about one of our old players. I think this guy was brilliant for us, by the way, has said, understand that Man City have now offered a new contract to Kyle Walker as the proposal has been improved. Same process as Bernardo Silva, who's close to extending his contract. I tell you what, what is wrong with me? Am I drunk? I mean, bearing in mind I didn't drink anything yesterday and I haven't this morning. It'd be a bit weird. All the talk about Man City losing Walker and Bernardo Silva, if they manage to keep those two and get them to sign new contracts, that's good business. That is good business. Hey, it is what it is. This is my question, Jim, all the time. I'm not sure. I think Postecoglou is very engaging. I think the fact that he's fallen so far down the pecking order, maybe. It's the sort of signing I'd love to see us make. It's the sort of signing I thought until last night anyway, that all the fan base would go, yes, that's a top signing. For me, he walks in, he becomes the first name on the team sheet with Harry Kane. Him and Laporte every game. Boom. Him, Laporte, Basuma, Maddison, Kane. That's fine. There you go. They'd be the first four names on my team sheet, and then I'd build around them. First four names on the team sheet, build around it. Just me. That's just what I would do. Troy has said Laporte would be amazing. Get Laporte and keep Kane. We're talking Champions League. Troy, I agree. Kane, sign that contract. Come on. Daniel Harris, big up, my man. Hope you're well. I said, my mate keeps banging on about Kane being injury prone. Isn't that a myth now? Yeah, it's absolutely a myth. He had that 2 years where he had an injury in both seasons, 2 in a row, right? And I think for the last 4 years, I don't remember him being injured. I don't mean like, he might have missed one game. I mean, like, has Kane had a sustained injury, anybody? I can't remember one. Did he under Jose? I don't think he did. Under Conte? I don't think he did. I think it was just towards the end of Poch's era, right? Hey, is what it is. But Rob Wallace thinks Barcelona will beat a 6-2. I mean, let's see the teams before we talk about that. Kudos said, why won't Laporte come? He's already won a treble and he could take Spurs back to the Champions League. Sure. I'm all for it. Would he come? I don't know him. I don't know him personally. Let's get it done. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. I've already said I would love to sit here and go, you know what? I was wrong. Laporte came. What a signing. Well done, the board. Well done, the owners. Well done, the manager. Brilliant. Right, now if you've got Romero, VDV, Laporte as your centre-back options, yeah, now all of a sudden we're not conceding 63 goals in a season. Listen, I'd take either. I would take either Laporte or Tapsoba. For me, Laporte, if I'm getting him immediately, let's be fair, he's going to be about 20 million cheaper. Not that I care about that so much, but he's going to be 20 million cheaper, Premier League experienced, or a winner, and used to playing this formation, this type of football with Pep Guardiola and Spain. Shafay has said, feel like we'll lose 3-4 today. Honestly, with a Shakhtar and Barca 11s had swapped, I would have played the stronger 11 against Barca. Yeah, look, if we lose to Barcelona tonight, I don't think it's the end of the world. I really don't. But I think it all depends. Look, what team are they going to put out? What team are we going to put out? You know, if they go full strength, if we see them with De Jong, Pedri, Gavi, Lewandowski, Araujo, Koundé, you know, it's gonna be a tough game. They've got some very top players over there. JR has said, will the team continue to play Andrew's systems or will we mentally bottle it? Of course, that's the way they play. They will continue to play it. It's just whether or not we can stop letting goals in at the back. I haven't seen Tapping. No, I haven't seen Tapping Tobes on Last Word on Spurs at all. Tapping Tobes, the legend. Neo Yami has said, sorry, why did I just drop 200 viewers? I don't know why I just dropped 200 viewers in like 1 minute. I don't know what on earth has happened there. Why on earth did I just drop from 475 to 252 in the space of 1 minute? This is really, really strange. Hang on, let me just see what's going on here, people. That's not normal behavior. Let me just check. YouTube's got something. YouTube's got something wrong with it. Oh, there's a shock. There's a shock. Come on, YouTube. Keep working. Big up to absolutely everyone in the chat. It's just YouTube being absolutely ridiculous, as always. Thank you to everyone that has liked so far. At the moment, I won't be able to tell you how many because YouTube has got a problem. Somebody's messaged me to say YouTube has crashed to let you know why you have 200 dropped. Okay, thank you very much. It looks like it's coming back on. For the amount of money YouTube makes, it should never crash, should it? It should never, ever, ever crash. Hopefully you can still all hear me through this. Hopefully you can. Big up, Mia. Yes, yes, yes. Always, always, always. Hollywood Phil. So would you rather Levy left now, but Donna Cullen took over as CEO? By the way, just really quickly, I'm just going to quickly scroll to the bottom. Can everyone still hear me and see me, or am I talking to myself? Can everyone, so can someone just, if someone can hear me, can you just put in the phrase toxic Savva? Toxic Savva? Anyone? Anyone? If someone types that in, yeah, thank you, Gregor. Thank you. Now I know. Okay, good. It wasn't me. I wondered whether it was my internet had dropped or something had happened. So thank you very much. YouTube dropping is not the one when you're a YouTuber. Loads of comments. Absolutely loads of comments. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading out a comment. I can't find it now. Let me quickly try and find it. Hollywood Phil, where is it? Where is it? Sorry, here we go. Back to normal. Normal service is resumed, people. Would you rather Levy left now, but Donna Cullen took over as CEO for the next 12 years, or Levy does another 5 years and then clears off completely? Oh, God. I don't want Donna Cullen in charge. So, another 5 of Levy, and then they all go. Is that what you're saying? I'll take that route. Sam Wester says, Savva, I'm from the Netherlands, so I watch a lot of PSV games, and I don't think Sangare would fit in a one-man pivot. He lacks the technical ability, but Laporte would be a game changer, like you said. Interesting. I mean, listen, whenever I've seen him, I thought he looked really good, but I'll take your word on that one. Order a trophy from Amazon. I'm so far behind. Yes. Just constant parcels turning up. And makes me laugh is, sorry, it's going off topic a little bit. Why don't all the parcels come in one go? Like, why do all the parcels sort of come in different spates of times throughout the day? Hey, it is what it is. VDV not going. Lots of people saying here, VDV and Valise not traveling. Understood. I've got it. Hang on. Where are we? Okay, perfect. Right, we're all back up. It looks, no, YouTube's gone down again. Apologies. YouTube is having an absolute mare at the moment. I do apologize to people. It's not me, I promise. It's not me. Just waiting for it to reboot. So it's telling me that I'm frozen, but I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, this is proper annoying, isn't it? It's strange because I don't know what you can see. I only can see what YouTube is telling me, and it's telling me that the server has crashed and that my viewers will come back shortly. Can you hear this? Can you see me? I'm going to script right to the end. I've missed a lot of comments. Apologies. If anyone does want to put in super chats to ensure they get read out, and please feel free to do that. Channel membership is available, and for free you can join the Fantasy League, our Premier Fantasy League. We've got a lot of people in it. It obviously starts on Friday. We've got hundreds and hundreds of people in it, so please feel free to join that if you would like to. I don't know if we're back up. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is killing all YouTubers right now. Let's go. Ash, big up, my man. Hope you're well. So Kane hired his own personal physio and has hardly been injured since. Yeah, I can't remember him being injured for many years. I think there was a couple of years where it was, he's got ankles made of glass. But since then, he's been pretty much available for every game. Under Jose, Kane was injured. Remember Jose on the Amazon doc? Yes. Sorry. Yes. I do remember. James Hayward has said, I'm still surprised that over the years nobody has shown interest or even put in a bid for Son. I'm not surprised. Just going to say I'm not surprised. I'm not going to get into a Sonny debate, but I'm not surprised. What I am surprised about is, guys and girls, come on, surely we can get this 8,810. Surely we can get that to 8,820, can't we? By quarter to 11, an hour from now. Surely we can. Be up to you, Georgie. 1 foot, Leicester City FC. Here's one a lot. Laporte could. Lots of Laporte talk. I'm all for it. But let's see. This is what I think will more than likely happen, Daniel. I do think more than likely it screams the obvious of going to Barcelona, of going to Atletico, something like that. I agree with you. But as I said, maximum respect and credit to Daniel Levy and co. if they can pull that off. Maximum credit. Yeah, sorry, Paulism. Yeah, I can't do anything. It's not me. It's not my end. It is YouTube. I blame Phil P. Let's all blame Phil P. I froze. I know. It was freezing. Let it go. YouTube bugging out. Absolutely. I know people. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. YouTube. I'll have a go at them later. They can, whatever. Let's catch up where we are. Sophocles. Love that name. Good picture as well. So pick up Savva. Same problem here with my wife's packages. As if all careers are stalking me, waiting to work from home and start delivering. Mate, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I can guarantee when I finish this, I'll take the dogs for a walk for 30, 45 minutes. Can't go too long because they've got little scrunched up noses. No one will come while I'm out. I'll get back. I'll sit on the sofa. I'll catch up on some Sky Sports News, do some admin for the YouTube, get some thumbnails made. Nothing will happen. You watch. The moment I go live at 5:30 for the watch along, you watch, ding dong. And it's annoying now because it's one of those ring doorbells that plays for ages and then the dogs lose their mind and you guys hear it. Shocking. Now I've just got a room full of people saying toxic Savva. Shouldn't have used that phrase. Where are we? I say that a lot, don't I? I do say that a lot. Adam, spot on, mate. Don't panic, everyone. Longley is coming back with us on the plane, back from Barcelona. Longley to start alongside Romero at the weekend. You can just see it, can't you? Oh, please. Please, no. Please, no. Good morning to you, Balpinder. I hope you're okay. Good morning. Everyone's really loving this, aren't they? Everyone's really loving this. Yeah. Everyone's loving this. Haaland has said it would be great for Romero if Laporte joined because he could learn from a better centre-back. I agree. I think Romero would improve massively if Laporte joined. I agree. I hope so. I really, really hope so. Daniel has said, Savva, do you think Man City will sell to us? Pep said publicly he doesn't like Levy. Yeah, I can't imagine many of them like Levy, but also Man City are very, very good with their outgoings. Man City are very good at their outgoings. Look, Laporte has been there. Let's have a look. Let's have. I'll tell you what. Let's bring his details up here, shall we? Let's have a look at Aymeric Laporte's career, shall we? Aymeric Laporte, an association football player, according to the internet. So let's have a look, shall we? Here we go. Here we go. Can you all see that? So Aymeric Laporte, you can see there. Let me blow this up a little bit. Where are we? Let's blow that up to there. We can all see that a bit more. Okay, so Aymeric Laporte, let's have a look. Athletic Bilbao for 161 games. Man City since 2018. So he's had 5 years at Manchester City and obviously played for France as a junior, played for Spain as a senior. When we look at his statistics, look, a top defender who has had, 1, 2, 3, he's had 6 seasons at Man City. Some really, really good, some been in and out. 22 caps for Spain. I think the key thing for me with Laporte, the key thing is Pep Guardiola. People always say, oh, you love Pep. Well, I think he's an amazing manager. I think he's an amazing coach, right? I think he's an amazing coach. I think what he's got the art of doing is knowing when to move people on. Like if you look, Mahrez, cool, yeah, go on, off you go. Zinchenko, off you go. Jesus, yeah, you can go. Sane, Ferran Torres, you can go. Cancelo, you can go. When he really wants a player and he knows that player is pivotal, he'll do all he can to keep them, right? You look, new contract offers for Walker and Bernardo Silva. Tells you the story you need to know. It tells you that Pep Guardiola rates them massively. Not that he doesn't rate the others, but that these guys are fundamental. But I think off the back of that they would happily let him go to us. I don't think they're going to see us as a rival as well. Where are we? Savva, I play a drinking game with my mate when you say lots of comments. Yeah, lots of comments here to go through. Lots of comments. Jim has said, if Spurs are going to get another centre-back, if they need to play, they need to pull their finger out. Yeah, absolutely. Again, should have been done by now, but let's see. What can we do for the rest of this week? Yeah, YouTube playing up. Yeah. It's mudding us all. Look, isn't that what the kids say? Oh, you're in the mud. Mudding us all. Thank you to the 3 people that have subscribed. There's 494 of you in this chat. Come on, 7 more subscribers. We can do that, can't we? 7 more. I'll put the link in the chat for 7 more subscribers. Come on, people. Stop being tight. I interact with every single one of you whenever I can. So please smash that subscribe button and let's get that to 820 as quickly as possible. Nick Collison has said, I can tell you this. What can you tell me, Nick? What, that you've got the shrine for Emerson Royale? No, I understand. I understand why. I'm being facetious. I understand why all the parcels don't come at the same time. It's just so frustrating that they always seem to pick the time when everyone's busy. Are Tottenham the most hated club in the Premier League? Your thoughts? No, I don't think we're the most hated club. I think what other fan bases get frustrated about from when I speak to them is that our fans talk about us like we're this huge club that win things all the time. We want to keep ourselves relevant in the conversations. We want to overhype every one of our players, and then we don't win anything, and these other fan bases laugh at us. That's all I would say. Apparently, there's been a video. Has there been a video? Let's see. Will I get copyrighted for showing... Right, here we go. So Ben Davis and Sonny, first two up the plane. Ashley Phillips is there. Ollie Skip is there. Serge Reguilon is getting on the plane. Pedro Porro's getting on the plane. So far, a lot of the 11 I thought were going up the stairs. Davinson Sanchez. Is that Papa Matassar? Davinson Sanchez, they're both getting on the plane. So a few of them have got on the plane. A few of them. I didn't see some of the others, but Sonny's there. Sonny's getting on that plane. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens on that front. Just going to try and catch up here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's good to know it's all good over there in the Philippines. PTM Production says, "What's up, Savva? How do you compare the Tottenham team compared to the rest of the league?" I think we're going to be exciting going forward. I think the whole pressing and kind of aggressive style of football, as Postecoglou calls it, is happening with more and more teams. I do think we're slightly behind in terms of fitness when I look at some of the other teams play and the caliber they've played in pre-season. But listen, all that matters is that they're ready for Sunday, and I'm sure we'll have them ready. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the season. I think at the moment, again, it all depends. It all depends on what centre-backs we bring in. Do we bring in a DM? But at the moment, I've got us penciled down for 7th to 10th. 6th if we have a blinder. Getting a defensive midfielder and another centre back, and I think 4th or 5th is possible. So it's on a knife edge for me. It's on a knife edge. Hennessy, good morning to you. I said, everyone, what's the most refreshing soft drink? Wow. Answers on a postcard in the chat. What's the most refreshing soft drink? For me, I like an Oasis or a guava. If anyone likes a guava drink. But thank you, Hennessy. And just a girl who loves Spurs said, "Good morning, South. The parcels are probably for you." No, I'm too busy YouTubing to be ordering stuff, my friend. But thank you so much. Much appreciated. 10:50. How far behind are we? Evan has said, "Not sure Laporte will arrive, but it's worth noting we're one of the few clubs that need him, B, can afford him." Can clubs not afford 30 million for a centre half? Just putting it out there. If he's going for 30, 35 million, are we one of the only clubs that can afford him? What do you mean by that, Evan? Has the rest of the world run out of money? Because I'm seeing clubs dropping money for fun right now all over the Premier League. There we go. Thank you to the person who's just subscribed as well. It's much appreciated. JR said Romero wouldn't play if Laporte in a Spurs shirt. I think he would, but they play together, wouldn't they? I think they play together. Nesho has said, great Savva. Kovacic, Yugoslav hero from the World War II from Montenegro initially. I don't quite understand the comment. Is that an olden day player? Is that what you're saying to me? Sorry, I don't quite understand, my friend. Shreya said, "Savva, I don't know whether you've heard this, but apparently Gift Orban is the replacement looked out by Lens. Also, Lille is looking for Orban. We all know that the last Nigerian striker bought by Lille." Look, I'm guessing if we want him, we'll go and get him. If we don't, we won't. But hey, Harry Kane, is he going? Is he staying? I'm guessing that's going to have a huge factor to do with it. Longley is better than Dyer. That's all I've got. Yeah, I don't think it's difficult to be better than Eric Dyer. It's a sad indictment, but I don't think it's difficult. But yeah. Phillips is on the plane. I just saw that video. It will be the most Spursy thing ever to have Van der Ven in the ground and then we pull out of to buy Longley. I don't quite think we're doing that, but yeah, I hear you. Yes, absolutely, Terry. I was going to say Terry Rizzo. Absolutely, Terry. If teams stop selling to us because they don't like Levy, we'll never buy a player again. He's got a point, hasn't he? He really has got a point. Absolutely crazy. JR says, "Savva, why is Vinicius Souza not rating a mention for the DM role?" I don't know a lot about this guy. I keep hearing about him. I don't know a lot about him. If anyone wants to share information about him in the chat, I like to make a point of, if I don't know a player, saying that rather than pretending. I can go and have a look, But if I don't know a player, I'd rather not lie. Nesho said only Kane and Haaland guarantee 30+ goals. I think in all competitions, you've got Kane that does, Haaland that does, and Lewandowski that does if he's fit for the whole season. Mbappe, obviously out there in France, but what's going on with him? But you're right, my friend. You're right. There's not many. So you're happy Kane isn't going. You don't win and you blame me. You don't win and you blame me, all Tottenham fans. I don't know what that means. I've said all along, I'm only happy for Kane to stay if he signs a new contract. I do not want the guy walking away on a free. I can't keep explaining that. I've never championed selling a bloke with 5 years on his contract. I'm not championing selling a 25-year-old at his peak with 5 years on his contract. I am simply saying, do we want to let this guy go on a free? So it is what it is. Hopefully, most of you are already subscribed. We're now on to 8. Look, we're doing bits this morning. Thank you very much. Ready? 8815. Thank you so much to everybody. Hopefully, I was hoping probably too big a stretch that I was going to get to 9K during the watch along, but I don't think that's going to quite happen. Listen, look, I just think it's. I hear this all the time about like, oh my God, like you work with Terry. Terry hates Spurs, like Terry from Football Terrace. You work with Rant. He says these things about them. Look, every football fan can say what they want about anybody, right? But listen, you don't have to apologize to me, but Rance is a top bloke who's helped me a lot. All right. Rance has been very good for me. So I just don't want any bad stuff said about that man. Zinchenko, aka, I'm not going to read that out. Kate said, I don't like Levy either. Laporte won't come here. Let's see. Listen, I don't think he will. But if he does, we've got to credit where it's due, right? What would I consider as a successful season for Spurs? For me, successful season, get the team, plan how you want them to play. January, add another 1 or 2. Be ready to go. Be exciting. Have players wanting to join us. Have players wanting to join us next summer. Have them looking at us and going, we like the way Spurs play. We like what they're doing there. We want to join there. I don't think we've had that the last couple of years. I think we could have that now. Ian, I said, spot on with your comments about Spurs fans. What comments? I get in trouble with those. But we do. I've seen it loads when I'm out with groups of football fans and I'm with other Spurs fans and they'll sit and try and go toe-to-toe, explaining why all our players are brilliant, explaining why all our players get into these other top teams that win things. And then when they're asked, okay, why don't you win things? Oh, because of this, this and that. Yeah, but hang on, you've just explained why all your players are brilliant. And it makes us look silly. Hugo Boswood has said you should try unlike and unsubscribe, and maybe people do the opposite. Couldn't believe the numpties last night unsubscribing during Danny Spurs' stupidity. Yeah, listen, each to their own, my friend. Each to their own. Can't control it. Can't control it. So it is what it is. But thank you so much to all the people in here who have subscribed and do like the channel. Thank you, Andrew. Nice to hear some nice things every now and then. There are 526 of you. 493 officially, but in my studio, it's telling me 523. Smash the like button, people. Only 236 likes this morning. Let's get that at least to 400. Come on, just smash that like button. And I've put the link into the comments. It's free. Don't have to leave this page. Just smash the subscribe button. As my old mucker Henry Wright says, pay your rent. I don't believe that, but I just think it's funny. No. Who do you support? Depending on who you support. If you're West Ham, the answer is yes. If you're Tottenham, the answer is no. No. Don't know why everyone hates us. I told you, it's our fan base. Our fan base, we literally tell everyone we're amazing. We tell everyone we're amazing. We tell everyone, like last year, the year before, Kane, Son, Kulu, the best 3 in the league. Romero's world-class. Bentancur's world-class. Basuma's the best player ever. Højbjerg's a warrior. Yeah, yada, 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 yada. Then when we're poor, we all backtrack and go, oh, no, but the manager wasn't backed. And other fans go, well, hang on, you bigged up all your players. Now, I'll use this example. I'll use this example. All the fans that were ramming it down Arsenal fans' throats last year, Kulu is superior to Saka, right? Those fans don't forget that. They then come back and go, hang on, what happened to this Saka Kulu conversation? Then, as a Spurs fan that didn't say that, when I meet Arsenal fans, they go, huh, you lot think that Kulu's better. And I'm like, I don't think that. But it is what it is. It works with other fan bases too. Look how annoying the Arsenal fan base were last year when they thought they were going to win a title. Right? They lost. They didn't win it. And now this summer, they haven't learned. They're still going, oh, we're going to win the league this year. Yada, yada. And it's like, when they don't, they'll start backtracking and going, yeah, I didn't think Kane would be. Frankie Kiernan says, Savva, man, am I too optimistic if I think Kane will sign a new deal? No, that's what I think. Right, let me ask a question. This is going to be crazy. There are 516 people in this chat, right? Is there anyone that doesn't want him to sign a new contract? I think, sorry, hang on. Let me rephrase that. Everyone wants him to sign a new contract, right? Including me. Hands up. Yes, I want him to sign a new contract. For any doubt where people keep saying to me, oh my God, you keep wanting to sell our best player. Only if he won't sign a contract. So everyone wants to sign a contract, right? JR, he's 29 years of age. He's 25 years of age. Yeah. Mike, I think that would be listen, if we could make that happen, that would be great. Top 4, possibly top 5 gets you into Champions League. And Anthony Joshua to fight Robert Hellenius. I mean, what's the point? Thank you so much to the 2 people that just subscribed. We're now only 2 subscribers away. 3 subscribers away from 820. So please smash that button. If I could get to 9K by the end of the day, I'd be well chuffed with that. I set myself a target ages. Just so for complete honesty, I'll tell you why I sometimes get a bit in awe of YouTube, is I set myself a target of 2,500 subscribers in year 1. And we got to about 4,800. And then I set myself a target of 10K by the end of September. And, you know, I think we might get there before then. But these are just little goals I have to set myself, right, to make it worthwhile. Paul O'Keefe also said that 2 months ago we were going to have a mass clear out and that the rebuild was going to be a ginormous or whatever he said. So forgive me if I don't believe every word that journalists say. I don't think they've all travelled, my friend. I don't know if it's where I feel like we're going to do what we did the other day and read a lot into these things. I know Kane and Davis are there. I think that there's a few first team players there. I can't see the rest of them. Let's see. Yunus Kabul by a country mile better than Eric Dyer. Country mile. And I said, Savva, if we get Tapsoba in, who would be our 2 centre-backs as we've got VDV? I did this last night on Henry's show. What I would do is Van der Ven can play left-back and centre-back. I'd go to almost like a fake back 4 with Porro, Tapsoba, Romero, Van der Ven. And then what I would do is when we've got the ball and Porro's flying up, Van der Ven tucks in to give solidity. When we're defending, we go back into the 4. That is what I would do. James, not a lot. I mean, loads of rumours, but like we can't seem to shift any players. Got to at some point, right? Hopefully this wraps up. Tom Dudley has said, love the stream, Savva. If Laporte and Tapsoba are a no, who would you hope for next to centre-back? I don't know. We've been linked with everyone and anyone, haven't we? Who would I like? I like Todibo, but it looks like he's wanted by other clubs such as Man United. I keep seeing us linked with this pair Schurz. I don't know a lot about him at all, so I'm not sure, to be honest. But I know I wouldn't mind Joachim Andersen as a resort. Hey, it is what it is. We'll see. Do I see Kane's PSG? No, not at all. They've just signed Gonzalo Ramos for 80 million euros. So I can't see Kane's PSG in any way, shape or form, my friend. For me, it's always made sense that it will be Munich, Madrid or Man United. They're the 3 favourites for me. However, if he goes on a free next year, he's going to be able to go to anyone. Sam West has said Sousa is a strong, fast DM. Not very good on the ball, but great defensively and dominant. Saw him in a couple of games at Espanyol last season against the big teams. I don't know if Ange would like him. Interesting. I'll go and look him up. I've not seen him, so thank you for that. Jace has said Torino centre-back Schurz has been mentioned. Dutch 2 at the back. Know him? I don't know a lot about him. I'll go and have a look. When his team are playing, I'll make a point of watching it. So we'll see. Lucas has said there was a post from Twitter mentioning us weighing up a move for either. I'll take either. I'll take either of them. Absolutely. If you bring in one of those two, plus Van der Ven, plus Maddison, right, plus Solomon, plus Vicario, we can't say it's been a bad window. Marios has said, Savva, if Mane stays, how do we play with Summer, Richarlison, Valise, and Orban if he comes? If Kane stays, I think you meant, I think it will be Kane. I would play Kane, Orban, and Solomon. But I think, more to the point, I think if Kane came and Orban came, I think a couple of these would go. Maybe Valise on loan. Maybe Richarlison would be sold. But it's about having options, isn't it, for me? It's really about having options. Big up to the person that just unsubscribed. Thank you very much. Sean has said, you deserve more subscribers than you do. You're a top bloke. Thanks, Sean. Much appreciated, mate. Nice to hear some nice words. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this conversation. I get in trouble. I don't think he's anywhere near world class. I think world class is saved to people like Rodri, Casemiro. I'm not going to put Bentancur anywhere near their level. Mike Naylor has said, we don't win things because we have been choosing the wrong managers for years. Now we have a real chance under Ange if he gets the signings. I don't think it's just the managers. Look, have we been going for wrong managers? Yes. Have we been buying the players we need? No, I don't think it's as clear cut. Give this manager time. Hopefully he can get us some trophies in a few years. I'm not putting any pressure on him this season at all. Posty Pat said, we are the class clown of the Premier League. Everyone loves to laugh at us, but deep down, that class clown is depressed and going through a lot. I'll tell you what, that's deep and meaningful, but it's not untrue. Sam has said, Schurz is a great ball-playing centre-back, also has the height. I liked him at Ajax, but we got Timber on that side, so he left. Torino became a better defender and will be a good addition. Interesting. I literally cannot do this whole conversation. I mean, if again, when people said just now, why are Spurs one of the most hated clubs? It's because we have opinions like this, that Bentancur is world class. I mean, it's just so, I like Bentancur, but world class, that used to mean something. World class used to mean something when I was growing up. Now it just means if you're a good player, you get called world class. I don't know why. I would take Saka over Kulu all day, every day, and a month of Sundays. Sorry. That's just me. Listen, this is what I mean. Like when I speak about Spurs fans, I try and say most or some or a section, but literally when I get people saying, oh, you guys don't think this, and start, well, hang on. I didn't say, for example, that Kulu was better. It's like that where people are saying Bentancur's world class, right? People go, what, your fan base think he's world class? No. Not all of us. Not all of us. Hang on. Where are we? Why Kane not travelling? I don't think they're all travelling. I don't think this is a Harry Kane only issue. Lots of people saying they don't think Madders has gone. I've not seen him getting on the plane. Yeah. I feel like we're going to hype this up to be a massive, massive issue that isn't there, maybe. Just saying. Ravi has said, question, what does it mean for Spurs if you win a few games this season but don't win a major trophy? It doesn't say anything. It means that we're building and growing under Postecoglou. That's what we need to do. Winning a trophy, I mean, how many clubs think they should win a trophy? How many clubs think it? Liverpool will be saying they should win one. Arsenal say they should win one. Man City have to win one. They're Man City. Man United have to win one. They've spent loads of money. Chelsea fans will say they should. Newcastle fans now, after they've gone to a final, will think they should. Right? It's not just as simple as winning that. Garage Classic, Savva, sorry, but Spurs fans are not hated because we build up our players. You act as if that's unique to Spurs fans. Have you heard United fans talk about Fernandes and Rashford? Sorry, Garage Classics. I meet so many fans of other clubs that hate us because we build up our players beyond belief, right? Rashford and Fernandes have won things at Man United, right? They can build up their players all they want. They've won things. They get to finals. They prove it. We don't. So, again, yeah, Gooners can talk about Saka as a GOAT, but Saka's a very good player. I don't think he's a GOAT. I think that's ridiculous. I think that's why Arsenal fans are one of the most hated fan bases right now since they've become good, right? Since the whole coming second thing. Hang on. As I said, Dean, I think that Porro can only play if you've got the other three that can all come across and do the centre-back thing to make it a 3 rather than a 2 when defending. So I said, otherwise you can't play them. Okay, Garage Classics. Okay, we do it to the point though where we don't win anything. No, so this isn't true. A lot is said. Listen, take it from me as a YouTuber that goes on other channels of other fan bases. I go on Man U channels, Man City channels, Arsenal channels, Chelsea channels, right? Trust me, other fans do it and things are said. But the problem is a lot of those fan bases back it up. Their clubs have won trophies. We talk about how great every player. Look what you get. Kulu's great. Bentancur's world-class. Romero's world-class. Son's world-class. Kane's world-class. For a club with so many world-class footballers, we don't win anything. It's crazy. Maybe they're just not as good as we think. Peter says, Kane says he wants his future sorted for Brentford. Okay, sign the contract. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe he did say this. I think this is all speculation, but I do agree. Sign a contract. THFC has said Kane can even go to Arsenal next year. I'm sure I remember seeing him in an Arsenal shirt when he was younger. I can't quite see that. Spurs Lee Gunner. I mean, what does that mean? Because Lee Gunner says it as it is rather than placating to people like you. Okay. Get that all the time. Savva, big up, Rinketic. Hope you're well, my man. Savva, do you agree we should get Laporte or Peter Crouch type of height, a Llorente or Peter Crouch type of height striker? Not necessarily. I don't think you have to get a striker of that size. But it is what it is. Dean Mann, we found the clown in the chat. You're saying Bentancur isn't world class when fit, but you'd rather have Porro at right back. I feel like you've not listened to what I said. First of all, let's break this down. First of all, Bentancur and the world class conversation has nothing to do with Porro at right back. Second of all, listen to what I said. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. I've said, many people in here have heard me say this time after time, you can't play both Porro and Udogie. You can't. Too attacking. I think you can play one of them, but it means you have to sacrifice the other side. So if Udogie plays, it means that Royal will play there. That's why I said there's a possibility that Van der Ven, who has played at left back in his career, could go Van der Ven, Laporte or Tapsoba and Romero, with Porro pushing high up. Then when you're defending, when you're attacking and Porro's gone high up, it means that Van der Ven comes across and you've got numbers. Yeah, it's how other clubs play as well. So please listen. There's no link between Bentancur and Porro playing at right back. Garage Classics, you're doing this thing again. One person didn't say it. You're doing this again. I will block you. You do this every time. This is not what I've said. This is not what I said. Don't start the lying. I will block you. Right, this person's getting blocked. I've learned from people like this. You're getting blocked. Hobbers, I agree, mate. Please stop using world class for all players. Kane, world class. Bentancur, a good player. Dyer, a championship. Bang on, mate. Bang on. I don't know why people like that guy there who said you're moaning. I'm not moaning. I'm trying to explain the difference of world class and a good player. But this is what I mean. This is why people like me and Lee Gunner get so much hate. Because fan bases want to say, world class. The older people within this chat, Jesus, all right, Frank. The older people within this chat, right, would have seen much better players than Bentancur in midfield for Tottenham Hotspur. And again, I like Bentancur. He's a very good footballer. I can't say it again. Yeah, I can't say it again, but he's not world class. Same way I've always said Son isn't world class. If your all-round game isn't good enough, you're not world class. World-class players have to have it all. Yeah, world-class players don't have dips for 10, 15, 20 games, right? Guess who? I'm not going to get into this, but how is he not? I mean, I don't think his numbers have ever been world-class. I don't think his ability off the ball is world-class. I don't think his link-up play is world-class. I think he's a very good finisher. I think that's what Sonny is. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Listen, this isn't me with Spurs players. This is me with all players, by the way. When people go, oh, you hate Spurs, this isn't me with the Spurs players. So many players get called world class, right? I'll give you another example. Mo Salah. Mo Salah has world-class numbers. Watch him as a player. Technically, the ball's always bumbling about. He doesn't always seem to have it under control. Yeah, sometimes it seems like it's more luck than skill that he's actually retained the ball. Not knocking that. Top player. Is that world-class to me? I don't think so. I've seen much better players than that in my time. Much better players. I don't think people listen. I didn't say, listen, everyone will get accused of chatting crap. Please define world class. For me, I think these are players that, first of all, walk into the best clubs in world football and dominate. Best clubs in world football. I don't mean go there, be part of the squad. World-class players go to a club, play every single minute of every game, drag them to titles, drag them to Champions Leagues, drag them to World Cup, whatever tournaments they're in. That's why I don't think that there's many world-class players. There's a lot of very good players, but world-class players, listen, I think it's got worse as I've got older. I don't know. Maybe some of the older people in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't understand that myself, Ben. I didn't understand that. For me, I've seen this growing up. The last 10, 15 years, it feels like we've gone from proper world-class players to everyone being defined as world-class. Like, I'd love somebody to explain to me listen, as I said, I can't believe I have to keep caveating this. Bentancur's a very good footballer, but what's he done? What does he do to be defined as world-class? And if he was world-class, why did he leave to come to Tottenham for such a cheap price if he's world-class? Just going to ask that. I don't think there's many world-class players. Yeah, I didn't think Dembele was world-class and a much better player than Bentancur. Yes, yeah, good player. Really good player. What happens now, right? What happens now, though, right, is people will go back and go, oh, my God, people think you're negative because you hate Bentancur. It's like, I've never said that. I like Bentancur. Very good player. Very good player. You have to determine what world-class means. Everyone has a different term. Sure. But people just chuck this terminology around far too easily. Far too easily. Yeah, I mean, Messi's gone way past the world-class conversation, isn't he? Again, getting blocked. I mean, I can't, whatever I put in the chat, I can't please people. So apologies. This I agree with. A world-class finisher. World-class finisher. Right? Yes. Yeah. Bale, world-class. Kane, world-class. Modric, world-class. Walker, been one of the best right-backs in the world for 5, 6, 7 years. Right? That is how I define world-class. Why are you not clickbaiting the poop out of Kane not travelling? I don't think there's news there. I don't think there's much news that Kane's not travelling for a friendly 48 hours after he's just played. I don't see anything in it. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Absolutely. Listen, I'll tell you, do you want to know why this guy's world class? Can people name me 3 better right backs in the world for the last 5, 6, 7 years? And every time this man comes up against the best players in the world, he sticks them in his pocket. Look at Vinicius Jr. See you later, mate. Get in that pocket. That's a world-class defender. Yeah. Only Kane at Spurs. Yeah, only Kane. Kane's the only world-class player Spurs have got, for sure. No, I wouldn't say Coutinho was world class. Very good footballer at that time. Very, very good player. Don't think he was world class. Again, he was brilliant at Liverpool. He went to Barcelona, wasn't the main man. He went to Barcelona, couldn't quite listen. He was good, but couldn't quite hit those heights. Right? Listen, I think Salah's a top player. When I look at him technically, I feel like this guy would be on the edge for me. But listen, yeah, I can't talk about my man David. It gets me emotional. How many in the world? How many in the UK? How many in the UK are world-class players in the Premier League? I think Rodri. Rodri is different gravy. Kevin De Bruyne, although he's starting to get a lot injury prone. Erling Haaland, I mean, can't not be. You don't get 60 goals in a season and 250 goals in your career by the age of 22 without being. I would say that Ruben Diaz is a world-class centre-half. I would say that Virgil van Dijk's a world-class centre-back. Casemiro is world-class for sure. Casemiro is a world-class central midfielder. Thiago Silva is a world-class centre-back. He's like 38, 39 and keeps going. Just a world-class. Yes, Steve. Vinny Jr. is world-class. Vinny Jr. That guy's different gravy. That guy's absolutely different gravy. Yeah, Mbappe is world-class. Absolutely, Mbappe is world-class. He frustrates me because he's in that league, but world-class, sure. Determining world-class, it depends what your standards are, Rob. Like, as we've already worked out in previous streams, your standards are quite low compared to mine. If Harry Kane goes this season, what's your opinion on Richarlison rising up based on his recent performances? Do we mean based on a hat-trick versus a Singaporean team? I think you change it around. Some games, if he went, you might get Orban in. He could play through the middle. Richarlison, Sonny could. I think you'd rotate and move it around. Yeah, unfortunately. World class to me is if you had make a team to take to other planets, then the players chosen the best in the world for their position. I agree. I would agree with that. Can you imagine Madrid players having a 15-game dip? This is it, right? This is the thing. So when people see, for example, I'll use Sonny. When Sonny has his dips, which he has had throughout all of his career at Spurs, at Real Madrid, you don't get away with that. The handkerchiefs come out. They want you sold. See you later, right? Look how brilliant Bale was, and they still got on his back. You can't do that at Real Madrid. You can do it at Spurs, and the fans call you world class. You can't do that at Real Madrid. You just can't do it. Fair enough. Listen, I'm not going to die on the hill for Salah. Salah for me is teetering. For me, teetering on that edge. I'm not going to die on the Mo Salah hill. Top player, just put wicked numbers about. Listen, fair play to him. Listen, by the way, I'm not. As I said, I'm not going to die on the Mo Salah hill. I think he's a top footballer. Just sometimes I watch him and I just feel like it's a little bit like I want him to get the ball under control a little bit. Yeah, right. Now, when you look at Bentancur, now look at Luka Modric, right? I'm not knocking him, but these are the levels we're talking about. Modric, Kroos, Rodri, Casemiro. These are world-class central midfielders. Even Bernardo Silva, Gundogan. Look at these are top players. Hey, it is what it is. Exactly, Daniel. This is the thing for me. I think it's fine to be a good player or a very good player or a top player. Not everyone has to be world class. I agree with you, Lee. I agree with you. People do mix it up. Modric is different gravy. Modric for me. Oh, good gosh. Oh, was Gaza world class? He was beyond world class, weren't he, Sue? We saw him. Yeah, this is the thing. I think it all depends on what you've seen in your life. Like, you know, we've watched players at Tottenham. Like, I watched Michael Carrick in midfield for Spurs, who wasn't even considered world class. He's 10 times the player Rodrigo Bentancur is, right? I've seen Gaza play there, Modric play there, right? Top midfielders. top midfielders. Midfielders that some of them weren't even called world class. And then when people go, oh, Bentancur's world class. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. It's like, just come on. So, yeah, see, even then, I think this is too much. I don't think there's 10 world-class goalkeepers out there. I don't think there's 10 world-class centre-forwards, 10 world-class left-backs, 10 world-class centre-backs, 10 world-class right-backs. I don't think that's true. Kenneth McQueen has said, I agree with your definition of world-class. I love these conversations because the debates get going. I love it. People have a go at me, but it's fine. I agree with your definition of world-class. It means that the player will be number one choice at any team in this world in the position he plays, like Kane, number one. Absolutely. Gazza was world-class for 2 seasons. I told you, Rob C just comes in with some awful for 2 seasons. For 2 seasons. Oh, my good gracious, people. Oh, my good gracious. I can't take it. I can't take it. Hakimi is the only right back better than Walker, and he's not been around as long. I think going that way, Hakimi's better. Coming this way, he's not got a patch on Walker. Defensively, Walker is class. Yeah, the guy was phenomenal. Guy was absolutely phenomenal. Salah is world class. Cool. As I said, I'm not going to die on that hill. At City, Haaland. Rodri, maybe not. Don't be so silly. Rodri is a sensational footballer that runs Man City. Take Rodri out of that Man City team, they're not quite the same. Come on, just can't believe it. Where are we? Oh, yeah, Iniesta and Xavi. Now we're talking about proper world-class footballers. Top footballers. By the way, there's 564 of you in the chat. 300 likes. Let's get that to 400 as quickly as possible. I'm going to put the link in. I'll tell you what, people. Look, we're having a good old conversation here. You don't get this interaction from other YouTubers. Let's get that to 8830. Let's get that to 8830. Smash that subscribe button, people. I agree with this. I think definitely will be. This guy, if he keeps going on that trajectory, top footballer. John Terry. John Terry is a world-class centre-half. Yeah, John Terry is one of the best. Dante said, I don't think VDV is world-class now. I think he's regressed. Yeah, maybe he's dropping off a little bit since the injury, but what a top centre-half he was. Nowadays, big up Perchy, big up mate, hope you're well. Nowadays, you play 3-4 good games and the World Cup line, the world-class line comes out. You need to be doing it year in, year out and not dipping form. This. Son was world-class. Never for me. He literally saved us on many occasions on a big stage where Kane was injured. Son being judged for having one bad season. No. Stepping up every now and then isn't world class. Doing it year in, year out for a decade. Doing it year in, year out every season is world class. Son's never done that. Hey, it is what it is. Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk, world class. Neymar with talent is world class, but in reality, no. Well, I think that's, I'm not sure. I mean, Neymar's done some big things in football. Son's never been able to beat a man with dribbling. He's all pace. Yeah, with Lewandowski. Yeah, of course. Lewandowski's been one of the best strikers in world football year after year after year after year. He's not world class. He's not world class. He's not world class, Sacanelli. You've got to, this is what takes away from your opinions. Saka is a very good player who's on a good trajectory. But again, this is where I try and bring reason to it. Saka's going like that. He's not world class. What's he done that's world class? Could you tell me? Why is he world class? Absolutely. Absolutely. Trent Alexander-Arnold's a very, very good footballer, but his defensive side of his game, it wouldn't make me think he's world class. Carl Walker, that boy can defend. Yeah. How many times has Carl Walker got Man City out of trouble because of his pace and his ability to get back and use his strength? Neymar, Salah and Son not world class. I generally know what game. I don't know what you're watching. I tell you what, United, why is Son world class? His numbers aren't world class. His technique isn't world class. His other than scoring goals, his game isn't even world class. Why is it? I'd love to know. This isn't just about Sonny, but why is he world class? No, not just trophies. Not just trophies. Naturally, top players go to top clubs and win trophies, but more than that. More than that. You know? Oh, yeah. He outperformed Casemiro. In what way? Gaza was world class for the brief moment. Honestly, how old are you, Nesho? If anyone here has not seen, I just can't. I can't. Anyone who doesn't think Gaza was world class, I can't. Hoddle, ridiculous. Kula said, I disagree with having to see players, Savva. I can acknowledge Gaza agrees and Sheringham were world class for that not even being a tadpole. What I'm saying is if the people haven't bothered to go and see them, like watch them play, no, not for me. I think he's a top player. But again, you've got to do it year after year after year after year after year after year after year. Just saying. Again, this is the argument that's always going to be put against Kane. Clearly a world-class player. For me, that's why I think he needs to go to the big stage. I just can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe what I'm reading about Paul Gascoigne. Wow. Oh my God, I know. This is what I mean. People like Rob C didn't watch it. People like Rob C. I mean, he was superb in England. He was superb in Italy. Even when he went to Scotland, when it was a better league than it is now, he was superb there. He was superb internationally. I can't believe it. Yeah. You don't drop world-class players and then sell them to Tottenham Hotspur. No offense, Tottenham. I love these conversations. We don't have to have these conversations, by the way, if people don't want. I just think it's good to have these sort of conversations every now and then. By the way, people, keep smashing that like button. We're 80 away from 400. We're 8 subscribers away from 8,830. Don't forget to join me live at 5:30, where this won't be the type of conversation. It will be the Spurs versus Barcelona watch along. Kate, I just think he is. He is sublime. This guy can do everything. Vardio, young player. He'll grow. Next couple of years, that's his target now, right? Trajectory. I know people don't like it. Like that Sacanelli saying that Saka's world class. For what? Very good player. He's got the world at his feet. Keep going that way. If you want to be world class. Sue said adored Gaza, cried for days when he left us. Oh, yeah. Mate, Gaza, Ginola did silly things with football. Siv, I know I should, but there's no point. I don't even think there's 20. I don't even think there's 20, let alone 100. I think so many players now, very much more a system-based player that are very good but aren't world class. Last night on Henry's stream, you forgot to mention best Germany national team. Yeah, there's only so much we can talk about, my friends. Sergio Ramos he was rash. He'll get you a red card, but this guy was a top defender for years and years and years at the top level, internationally and club level. That's what you got to do. Nesho, please stop. You keep saying these really silly things. No, not for me. Gaza was an unbelievable player, but his career was sadly disrupted. Yeah, but he was excellent when he was in Italy as well. I mean, if people don't think, yes, Steven Gerrard was world class for sure. Steven Gerrard was absolutely world class. Absolutely, Steven Gerrard was world class. Okay, someone getting blocked. Thank you for that. Bruce has said, players these days are called world-class greats and legends after one good season. World-class and greats do it all their careers, not one or two. This is what I mean. This is bang on, Bruce. This is it. What do a lot of these players have done? So what have a lot of these players done to get the recognition they get? I don't understand. I agree with this. Saka and Foden could be world-class players. Again, absolutely. They've got all the attributes. They're going in the right direction. But hey, let's wait for it to happen before people start going mad. If you class Ginola as world-class, then the door is left open for Saka. Ginola often struggled to get in the French team most of the time. I mean, this is the worst opinion I think I've ever seen in football. I didn't say the door isn't left open for Saka. Right? Why didn't Ginola get in the French team? Please do some research. This is why he had a great season or two. Oh my! I can't. He was brilliant at Newcastle. He was brilliant at PSG. He was brilliant at Tottenham. Please, please, please stop. Ginola struggled to get in the French team for a reason. What is it? Does anyone remember why Ginola struggled to get in the French team? Hate it when people don't know their history. Absolutely. I can't get it. This is why when that Rob C says he'll come on and debate me, I can't have people come on and debate me who don't think Gazza was world class. It's absolutely embarrassing. This guy, if he was playing now, would be worth 250 million. This guy was absolute class. Class. Again, another, this is, Gazza did do it year after year after year. This is absolutely ridiculous. What am I reading? What am I reading? Thank you for bringing back some sensibility. What am I reading? I just cannot believe it. Siv, I don't know. Yeah, you do need to explain. He does it for England and Arsenal every game and has done for 4 seasons. What's he done for them every game? What's he done? What's he done for Arsenal? The back end of last season, I don't remember seeing Saka anywhere when you were in a title race. What's he done for England? I don't remember seeing him do anything for England. What's he done? This is what I mean. Wow, please stop. This is madness. This is absolutely madness. The Lazio fans have a mural and a statue of him. The Lazio fans loved this guy. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, he was. I can't believe, it's mad when you got people in the chat saying Paul Gascoigne wasn't world class. Like one of the best players I've ever seen play. I don't know what to do, people. I don't know what to do. It's silly season again. I'm glad we've only got 17 more minutes. It's silly season. Silly season. Wow. Savva, what do you think of Sergio Ramos? Yeah. We talked about him. Yeah. Again, top player, done it on the top stage year after year after year. I went through this earlier. I think the team will be, maybe Vicario in goal, if not Austin. Tanganga and Dyer at the back. I think it will be Porro at right back with Reggie at left back, Skip, Basuma, Lo Celso, Solomon, Richarlison, Perisic. I think he'll completely change it up unless he gives Phillips some minutes. For me, the level below, maybe 2 levels below. I think he's a good player. I think he's a very good player. Don't think he's world class. Don't, honestly, I really don't. Yeah, exactly. Not really. We're just discussing with people why so many are telling me that Paul Gascoigne wasn't world class. It's just absolutely mad. Absolutely, his inconsistencies. He was sublime for Newcastle. He was sublime for Tottenham Hotspur. He was sublime for England. He was brilliant for Lazio. What are we talking about? Yes, Klinsmann, world class, absolutely. Klinsmann, world class, everything about him. Yeah, Rio Ferdinand, world class. Yeah, of course. He had the same thing as Maradona, the same thing as George Best, right? Those self-destructive geniuses. Zlatan, world class, sure, absolutely. Chiellini was world class. Top defender. Yeah, if anyone, absolutely. For anyone who said he failed to get in the French team, yeah, it was the same with Cantona as well. lots of issues. It was a lot of political stuff then. That's why. And it was the goal he gave away, so to speak. And if you actually go back and watch the goal he gave away, which meant France didn't qualify for the World Cup. He gave the ball away in the final third, and then they went all the way down the other end and scored. Nesho, stop. You're looking really silly now. Yeah. That sort of thing doesn't really happen now. Rob, sorry, mate. Every day you come on, your opinions, mate, just make me laugh. And I've invited you on a million times. You never take it up. I mean, Gaza was world class. Like, end of it. I don't understand the conversation around it. Harry said Gaza was a world beater. Yeah, it was Gerard Houllier, wasn't it? Blamed him for a goal. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Yeah, I know people. Yeah. Young people like Rob C. Yeah, I know. It's bad, isn't it? I know. Listen, but do you know what? Why? Let me ask you a question, everyone. There's 554 of you in here. I love these chats that we have, right? Right. Let me ask you all. What is wrong with people being patient? Like, what is wrong with saying, do you know what? Saka's a really, I think most Spurs fans would admit Saka's a really good player. If you take off your Spurs hat, he's a really good player. But what is wrong with people going, Saka's good and he's going that way and then he'll become world class? What is wrong with that? Why is it that he has to be now? What has he done now? His numbers aren't world class. I don't remember him stepping up in any big moments for world class. I don't, I'm not sure what's happening here. Don't know what this has got to do with Jack Grealish. I don't think anyone's called Jack Grealish world class. Jack Grealish has been sensational for Man City last year. Try telling Pep Guardiola he's massively overrated. Another silly comment. I think you're blinkered with a lot of this, Savva. Fond childhood memories of swaying your judgment. How is Sheringham world class over Foden? I mean, first of all, I've not ever put those two in the sentence together. Sheringham was world class because he went on the highest stage and did it at every highest stage. Teddy Sheringham was unbelievable. I mean, if you don't think Teddy Sheringham was world class, I can't help you. Shearer and Klinsmann. Sorry, Chris, you've got the... honestly, you and Rob have just shocking opinions. I don't know how old you are, but Teddy Sheringham did it... Shearer said he was the best striker he'd ever played with. Klinsmann said he was the best striker he ever played with. He was brilliant for England for years, brilliant for Spurs for years, brilliant for Man United. Like, just unbelievable. It's just mad. So we've got new clowns in the chat. It's really, really good. I feel like fans these days want to fast check. Bang on. They want to fast check players into every conversation. Absolutely. Bang on. Yeah. Gaza on the ball. Ridiculous. Yeah, unfortunately so. For years before that, he was brilliant in England and everyone knew of him and he came to Spurs and he was excellent. But when he went to that World Cup, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Batistuta, yes. First of all, they played in very different positions, but yeah, I would rather have Paul Gascoigne than Rooney for sure. Yeah, Gaza is. I don't understand how many of these people haven't seen Gaza play. I really do worry. Berbatov, world-class footballer. The touch, the control, the skill. He went on the biggest stage and did it. Just sublime. What a footballer. Hoddle for me was our best ever midfield player. I'm not gonna argue with that. Hoddle. I watched Ginola and he was great play, but like Son had his moments. The difference is you call Ginola world class, but Son has better numbers. United. If I have to educate someone as young on you as to the numbers argument between Ginola and Son, one of them plays as a forward, one of them plays as a winger in a 4-4-2, and his job wasn't there to score the number of goals Son did. Please pick up a book, learn some history of football. This is ridiculous. Sonny is a forward. Sonny spends most of his game going through on goal. David Ginola was a winger in 4-4-2. David Ginola won double player of the year. I've never seen Son do that or come close to it. Wow. Yeah, different gravy, Rob. Different gravy. It is. He was, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he was. Unfortunately, he was. Xavi, we're talking about a different level of footballer here, aren't we, Brian? Xavi was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I know, it's madness. It's absolutely madness. Purchase said, honestly, some people have some shocking takes. You get some people say Gazza and Ginola were not world class, but will say Saka and Son are. Mate, I know. And then what you get told is, you get told it's nostalgic. It's absolutely mental, mate. Agreed again. Agreed again. Give him time. He's still a young kid. Give him time. Jim said, I don't think Saka will ever be world class. Always a really good player. Look, again, that's wait for players to either make it world class or not. But shoving them in like what most people do. Can you get the Prem leading goal scorer without being world class? Yeah, of course you can. Dion Dublin's won it. Jamie Vardy's won it. Yeah, of course you can. Kevin Phillips has won it. Yeah, none of them were world class. What you think 1 year of scoring 23 goals makes you world class? Wow. No. Yes, definitely. Up there, Teddy was just different. He was different. His technical ability, his passing range, his vision, his knowledge, his leadership. Teddy was different. I just can't believe what I'm reading. I mean, first of all, you'd need to realise that for a year of that, he had one of the worst injuries in football. I mean, 6 times scoring. He was a central midfielder. What were you hoping for from him? Why don't people know their football? Yeah, so Scholesy, world class. Scholesy. Chris, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's such a bad opinion. I can't do it. You and Rob are just absolutely ridiculous. You're talking about one of the best players that's ever played the game of football. It's absolutely embarrassing. Yeah, listen, it's good. It's what we're here for. Never-ending, passionate discussion. Balpinder has said, as Premiership club fans and England fans, we try to put too much pressure on young players and not be patient. Absolutely, we do. Listen, Teddy. Listen, I'm not going to put him against, Kane, but Teddy Sheringham was just sublime. He was a brilliant player. Gazza used to do it after 10 pints the night before. Exactly. Listen, this guy was unbelievable. I think what you're seeing in the chat is a lot of people who don't know their football history. They really, really don't. Because I think that's because no one disagrees that he's not world class. I think we're talking about people that are disagreeing. Craig Lee, Gazza was different to Rooney. Gazza was ridiculous. I would say Fernando Torres was for a short period, and then he just dropped off a cliff. David Villa, world class striker, top forward, did it at club level, international level, top player. Savva, what I find funny is these players like Son, Saka, etc., people want to call world class, but then cry when you criticise them for dropping in form. Absolutely. If you're world class, don't you drop off your form. If you're world class, don't you have a season where you look absolutely awful or make excuses. Absolutely. Was Merson world class? No, Merson was a top player. Listen, I hate to say it, Merson was a top midfielder. I wouldn't put him in the world-class bracket. I think definitely a top footballer. There was just something lacking for me. Top player, though. Oh, I can't, Siv, I can't even believe this is a debate. I just can't even believe this is a debate. Son has a better legacy than David Ginola. David Ginola won double player of the year at Spurs and won a trophy. What's Heung-min Son done? I'm just gonna leave that there with my little mic drop. What legacy is Heung-min Son leaving at Tottenham compared to Ginola? Ginola was double player of the year and won a trophy with us in a much worse team than Sonny played in. Now, that is what you call rising to the occasion. Yeah, I do think he was world-class. That's the problem. He was world-class. If he wasn't, we wouldn't be so upset with him going down to Arsenal, would we? He was absolutely world-class. Absolutely, mate. I agree. Andre Johansson has said Saka is not world-class. We got some good players in Saka, Saliba at the moment, but not world-class. I agree with this as well. I agree. But people want players to be world-class after 1 year or 2 years. Right? Look at it, for example. Erling Haaland's been banging in goals since the age of 16. Going up a level every time. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? Proving it. Rodri does it on the biggest level, has for years. De Bruyne for years. Right? These are world-class footballers. You know, listen, some of his performances in that League Cup, getting to that final, was sublime. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. This is what I mean. They just don't get it. Yeah. I thought Chrissy Waddle was different gravy. I had a Spurs fan the other day tell me that some would have got in above him as well. It's just absolutely crazy. Chrissy Waddle was a sensational player. Absolutely world-class, Zinedine Zidane. Absolutely. When did Jamie Vardy win it? A few years back. Jamie Vardy was the Premier League top goal scorer. Absolutely. Again, absolutely. I love these conversations. You get to see what age people are. Yeah. Vincent Kompany has to be a world. Yeah. Again, top player for Belgium and for Man City, leading them to titles. Brilliant centre-back, top player. From when I've been alive, you've got to put Jose in there. Have to. Ferguson. I don't know. Hang on. I might have jumped the gun. Let me give you 5. Jose, Fergie, Pep, Ancelotti, and Brian Clough. There you go. I'll go with those 5. I'm sure I've missed out loads, but listen, there's only so much you can do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've met Teddy Sheringham as well. Yeah, his son plays for a team down the road from me. His son plays for Dartford in this Conference South, and Teddy goes down there and he talks to fans, and he's a nice guy. Teddy Sheringham for me, just different gravy for me. Yeah, Modric, just class. So is Ginola. So is Skriniar world class? No, I think I put Skriniar in the next batch down to being world class. I think Skriniar's a good defender. I think he's a very good defender. But for me, world class, I want people to run it. I want you to be the player, the man. I agree. We are going to go for another Perchy. If you stick your timer bang on 11, I'll finish at 4 minutes past. Is that all right? Wow. How can you rate alcoholic waste of talent Gaza with world-class Rooney? So, Matthew, so George Best was rubbish. Was he? Maradona, was he rubbish? Was Tony Adams rubbish? Paul Merson rubbish? Yep. Just saying. Gaza, best Spurs player since Gravesy. Yeah, I think it was a top player, top first vision player. Done really well. Not world class for me. World class. Every single one of them world class. Yeah. Again, I don't think Aubameyang's a world class striker. I think he's a top forward in his time. But how Ginola over Merson? Ginola was just a better footballer than Paul Merson. I think, was he not? Was he not a better footballer than Paul Merson? I don't understand, Chris. Your takes, you're coming at me. I'd love Chris or Rob to come on. I'd love to. When I hear such bad opinions, I just want to debate people. And by the way, yeah, it was half a golden boot. He shared it. Yeah, Glenn Oddle. We're going to go for another 4 minutes before Perchy goes live. Please keep smashing that subscribe button. Just remember, before you all ever go at me, just remember, right? I'm one of the only YouTubers that speak to all the people in the comments. So please remember that. Stop bashing Son. No one's bashing him. Grow up. Just saying he's not world class. You're shocked when a world-class player has a bad game or looks poor in a game. Can't say that about Sonny on my front. Absolutely. Like, how many off games you see the Messis of this world have? How many times did you watch Xavi or Iniesta look poor? If they did, you'd go, oh, he was out of sorts. With Sonny, I see so many games where I just think, yeah. Again, Foxy, I don't think these people, again, people who just want to go back and look at stats don't realise that time the Italian league was the best league in the world. And Gaza went there and they loved him. They loved him. Big up. Yeah, absolutely. That's fine if you didn't watch Ginola, but then when you tell me Son's better than Ginola, you can't have that debate if you didn't see them both. But for me, Ginola better at Heung-min Son than everything. Everything. Skill, technical ability, beating a man, control, pass, everything. Klinsmann was different, wasn't he? Klinsmann was different. Listen, Godfrey, bang on. Bang on. Bang on. Ginola was brilliant at Newcastle, at PSG, alongside George Weah and Rye. Wow. There's a blast from the past. Where are we? Agreed. I agree, Nick. I agree. Was Bale world-class before he left Spurs? I would say that he was definitely getting towards that point, where he was game in, game out every game. Yeah, he was getting there. But then obviously when he went to Real Madrid and he starts doing it on the big stage in the Champions League finals, the cup finals, the league. Yeah, absolutely. Not for me. I think he was the next level below. Solid goalkeeper. Top goalkeeper, would be one of the best goalkeepers in the league if he was there right now. Bang on. Yeah, Vidic and Schmeichel were for me. That must have been hard. That must have been hard. Cantona, just different gravy. Different gravy. Big up Savva, mate. Sorry I'm late, it looks. Have you heard Simon Jordan recovering from prostate cancer? Didn't know that. Well, listen, that's sad news, but hopefully he is recovering well. And absolutely, please take care of your health, everyone. We are going to go. We've got 2 more minutes before you all go over to Perchy. Yes, talking about Charlie Sheringham down at Dartford. He's been there a few. I think this is his third or fourth time at the club this season. Big up, loves music. By the way, just really quickly, Strasbourg Steve has said, "Hey Sav, hope you're well." Big up to you, thank you, Steve. He's come back in again and said, "Did you want to do a Premier League predictions video on my channel before Friday? I know you're really busy." Yeah, hit me up. I'll try and find some time. I'm swamped, but we can. Big up, Daniel has said, "Just got on the train and watching the stream." Big up to you, thank you so much. Strasbourg Steve just putting in a super chat, is a legend. Gaza is a goddamn legend at Lazio. I adore him. Strasbourg Steve again. Morning, mate. Got you on in the background. Big up, loves music. Thank you for your kind words last night. Much appreciated. And Hennessy said, Bastian, Schweinsteiger and Xavi Alonso, world class. I'd put them on the borderline. For me, I'd put them on the borderline. But it is what it is. This isn't even a debate. Different players, but this isn't even a debate. We've got 60 seconds more. Perchy, don't worry, I will finish. Oh my God. I tell you what, you didn't see Ginola play, which means you definitely didn't see Gaza play. Go away, you child. What a stupid thing to say. Oh my God. Of course he was. Of course he was. What did he not do in football? This guy was epic. Here's what I'll say just quickly. Sorry, Perchy, just before I go. When people want to talk about Son being world class, Son, Bale, right? One was world class, one was very good. That's all there is to it. Anyway, guys and girls, I need to go. Thank you very much. Sorry. I got so engrossed in the debate. Thank you very much. VDV has just been announced. Fantastic news. Really looking forward to seeing that. Guys and girls, please jump over to Perchy. I will be live at 5:30. What a player, by the way. David Silva was world class. Gaza was. Kaka absolutely was world class. Yeah. So, yes, absolutely. Goodbye. Love you all. See you at 5:30. Join me for Tottenham versus Barcelona live watch along. Love you all, even the trolls. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.